Hey y'all, so I've gotten so many requests to do a video on my messy Valley Girl ponytail, and here it is. We're going to jump right on in and learn how to do this ponytail. So my client is already shampooed, conditioned, and blow dried out. So now what I'm going to do right now is part out her foundation for the ponytail. So with your leave out, you want to make sure you leave out enough hair so when you pull it all up, none of the tracks are exposed. A good way to do that, to test to make sure you're leaving enough out, is I call it the comb test. So you'll take the edge of the rat tail comb and you'll place it on the scalp part of the client's head, and then you'll pull the hair upward like you if you was pulling it up into a ponytail. If you can see the tail comb through the hair, then you need to leave out a little bit more hair because you don't want to see the comb. If you can see the comb, then you can see the track, and we don't want that. And even if you do, or your client just has extremely thin hair, I got a little trick that I'll show you later on in the video that'll also help with that and kind of cover it up. So again, right now I'm just carving out the foundation. She's getting bangs, so I've carved out a piece in the front for her bangs, and we'll touch on that later as well. Okay, so for the braid pattern, we are going to do a circular pattern, aka the beehive pattern. So for the first braid, we're going to braid it off center. We're not going to braid it in the middle of the subsection like a regular cornrow. You want to do it off center because when you land the edges and the tips of those tracks down, you want it to be on a flat foundation, not a raised foundation. Now for the middle of this foundation, you can do the braids as thick as you need to. It doesn't have to be pretty, it don't have to be perfect. Just make sure it is a circular pattern. And once we put that the cap on and the glue protector and start applying the tracks, it'll flatten out, so don't worry about that. Now if you're working with someone with extremely thick hair, then you want to do a smaller pattern. Hair is like medium thick, it's not like super thick, so this pattern was okay for that. All right, so once you're done, the base should look like this. Just a nice little cute circle. I'm going to take some rosemary spray and just spray my client's scalp so she doesn't have the itchies for the 2 weeks she has this quick weave in. So y'all can take like a light oil or just something light. You don't want nothing heavy on your client's hair, because once you put that glue protector on, it will not take because of the oil. So something light. I just like to use the rosemary mint spray because it hydrates the scalp. And I just took a crochet needle and tucked in those ends. So now I'm going to take my stocking cap and we're going to apply it to my client's hair. As you can see, once I get it up there. There we go. Next, we're going to take some glue protector. You're going to take that glue protector and a tint brush. Boom. And we're going to put that glue protector all over those braids, all over the middle. Do not have any dry spots because we do not want the glue to seep through the cap onto the hair. So make sure it is evenly saturated all the way over those braids. Once you're done, you're just going to sit your client up under the dryer. It shouldn't take her no more than like 10, maybe 15 minutes to dry because it's just this one little area. So she don't need to be up under there for 20, 30, 45 minutes. This is a quick 10, 15, we out. So it should look like this after it's dry. I suggest that you do not take, I see a lot of girls go around the perimeter and add glue, I guess, to hold it down even more. Don't do that. I really hate to see that. Like, I feel like it's kind of defeating the purpose. Like, that's not needed. The glue protector, if you put it on right, it's just fine. As you can see, it'll seal, it'll lay down flat. So once you cut off all of the extra cap from around the perimeter of the foundation, it should just look like this. A nice little cap. I don't know if I can say, I was about to crack a joke, but I'm not going to say it because I ain't trying to get canceled. But it should look like this. Nice little cute foundation. Very cutesy, very demure. Whatever they say. So now we're going to take the hair that is left out around the perimeter and we are going to flat iron it. Make sure you flat iron it really, really good. Don't talk about my flat irons in the comments. We watch and we don't judge, okay? We watch and we don't judge. And anyway, if you know anything about hair, and if you in the culture, if you black, you know the flat irons get the working right when they all burnt up. So these my babies, these Old Faithful, they broke in and they get the job done. I really cannot stand a fresh pair of flat irons because just know. If you know, you know. So the flat irons that I am using today is Tool Science. I love these flat irons. They are my favorite. I don't care if they break down. I'm going to go buy another pair. And you can go purchase those at Sally's or you can probably find it online. But they are Tool Science flat irons. So yeah, y'all can watch me finish flat ironing the rest of the perimeter of her hair. Okay, so we're done with the flat ironing and it should look like this, all straight and sleek and chic and all that good stuff. So now we're going to grab our hair. I am using Empire bundles. I forget what length it should show it on this video, but we're using the straight Empire bundles. It's probably like a 20 or 22. I have it down in the comments. She wanted a pop of color, so I just told her to grab some purple pack and whatever color she want, and she chose this color. Screenshot, pause, do whatever you got to do. I'll still have this information down in the description. So to get started, y'all can do this a different way. You can either like start with the tip of the track and glue it in a circular motion all the way till you get to the outer edge of the hair. I like control, so I tend to cut up my bundle. So I'm going to start with 2 small pieces and I'm going to apply them to the very middle of her foundation. So you want to decide where you want the ponytail to sit. So wherever you want the ponytail to sit, if you want it up a little higher, then you will move this part that I'm putting down now, you will move it up a little higher. But we kind of want it to sit like in the middle of the head. So, and she can still pull it up a little higher if she wants to after it's all said and done. But for the most part, she kind of wants it to sit back middle. So this is where you will place that. So the first track I place down, the second track I place it going upward. The next set of tracks I'm going to place around those tracks. So it should look like that once you place that first and that second one. You see the hump already kind of forming. So I'm just kind of, like I said, I'm taking it piece by piece. So I just cut off like a U shape, and I'm going to glue that down in a upside down sad face shape. And then the next one, we're going to go up U shape. And then as you get towards the outer perimeter, then you can begin to like just go in a circular motion. But again, like I said, because I like control and because I'm trying to get all 4 bundles in her hair, I am doing it this way because I also am double tracking. I'm not doing a singular track. So that helps to get more and more of the hair in. As you can see, it just double tracked. So as we place in these tracks, you want to place them right on top of each other, like not stacked on top of each other, but extremely close to each other, because you want to be able to get all the hair in. You want a nice thick full ponytail. Unless your client wants it like thinner, then do what your client prefers. But I'm going for a nice thick fuller ponytail, so I'm going to track all the tracks closely to each other. So with the color hair, I'm just kind of sporadically throwing it in there as I go. So there's no special placement for the color. You just kind of decide where you want the color to go. If you wanted to pop out more in the middle, then you will start in the middle. If you wanted to like pop out on the sides, like on top of the hair, then you will track closely to the outer edge of the foundation. Now I'm just kind of going through, just going all through here, and then just throwing the color in as I go. So again, yeah, like I said, you want to make sure those tracks are close together. I am double tracking. I cut the bundles because it allows for control. Okay, now here you'll see me using a single track placement. That's because I was running out of that first bundle, so it didn't require me to break it down into double tracks. So I'm just taking the last of that first bundle and I am winding it around and placing it extremely close again, like I said, because we want to get as much hair in as possible. So this is just the tail end of the last of the hair that I used from the first bundle, and then I'm going to proceed to add the second one in. Okay, so we are now finished with the hard part. Now we're going to pull her hair all up into a ponytail, but first we're going to brush it out to get all those kinks out, any hair that may have tangled in there. I'm using this brush that I got from TikTok. Yeah, I swear by this brush, it would literally detangle anything, for real. But yeah, so this is what it looks like when you're done gluing everything in. So now I'm just gonna comb it, all her hair up into a ponytail. So I told you guys about a trick or whatever. So even though I left out enough hair to cover, there was still some light spots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my high beam spray. You can find this spray in any black beauty supply. This is high beams in black. And I'm just going to spray along her part. And that's going to darken it up. So when I pull it up, you can't see anything. You can't see her part. You can't see a divide. You can't see anything. So it literally covers it up. So now we're just going to pull her hair all up. Now, you guys, this ponytail is meant to be messy. It's not meant to be neat. So you want to leave the hair soft around the perimeter. I'm going to spray just a little bit of hairspray just so I can tame it. But this is not supposed to be a hard, put together, perfect, sleek ponytail. It's meant to be messy. Messy Valley Girl ponytail is what it's supposed to give. So you'll just spray just to tame and to get the shaping, but allow the hair to free flow. Allow the little pieces to fall out. That's the whole point of this hairstyle. It's supposed to be fun, funky, dainty, easygoing hairstyle. So now we're just going to go ahead and comb it all up and get the ponytail put up. Now, do not come for my client in the comments. We are working on her light spots. This is a cute, good protective style for her so that we can continue to work on her edge area. Hence is why we're doing bangs, so it'll kind of cover up and it'll allow it to breathe. So this is a no judgment zone. We all are dealing with different types of hair problems. So if you have nothing nice to say, please don't say anything negative in my comment section. I would truly appreciate that. We watch and we don't judge. Okay? Just had to put that disclaimer out there because somebody always tries it. But back to the video. So if you do not plan on cutting your bangs, do not do a bang. She didn't mind cutting her bangs because she was split ends she needed to get off anyway, and she didn't mind. So, and plus, like I said earlier, we were this is a protective style, and it's just to kind of cover her sides a little bit while they grow in and they breathe. So what I'm doing here with the hair, you want to make sure you save a little piece of the bundle hair so that you can achieve a bang. So I'm just going to glue just, I think, 1 or maybe 2 tracks in. I think I'm just going to do 1. I can't remember. Just to add a little bit of fullness before I start to cut. So originally when I first did this hairstyle, it was on another client and she did not have bangs. So you do not have to have bangs. That is optional. She wanted to try with bangs and to cover her sides so that it can breathe and grow. So I'll insert a video here of what it looks like without the bangs. It's pretty either way. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to your client how they want to do it. So I just decided we should do a video with the bangs so that you can see, because it's pretty easy doing a quick weave ponytail when it's like no leave out. I mean, not no leave out, but not a bang. Okay, so I'm going to take a little of my high beams and just kind of fill in over here where her light spot is. Just a little bit, not too much with the high beam spray, y'all, because you spray too much, it's going to be hella obvious to other people. So you want to stand back and spray so that it'll give it a light tint. So here's a little trick to cut these bangs. You want to gather the hair in the middle. You're going to pull it down to your desired length. And we're going to twist it. You're going to twist it and you're going to pull your fingers down to where you want to cut. And then you're going to point cut all the way across. Now you want to make sure that the hair is flat in your fingers. You don't want it to be bunched up, or it's going to create like a little bit of elevation off in the bangs, and you don't want that. So now I'm just going to take my outside edges and I'm going to slide cut down. And I'm going to do that on the other side. It's kind of hard for me to do on this side, so I'm just going to kind of eyeball and point cut up. And that's going to give you those nice rounded bangs. So just to give it so it can give that wispy like effect, I'm going to go in and kind of point cut out that blunt line that I previously point cut it in when I twisted it up to initially start cutting. Even though you're point cutting, it still can kind of give you like a harsh line, and I want it to be soft around her face, so I'm going to go in and point cut a little bit more. Now, when you flat iron the bangs, you want to do a nice soft C motion. You don't want to do a hard C because it's going to give it that hard granny bump. And we don't need no granny bump. Y'all remember, who grandma used to put that roller in the front of their head, and you got this super tight ass curl for church Sunday or Easter Sunday? Like, who thought that was okay? That was never okay. That was never cute. It was never okay. It's supposed to be a bang. Why do I got this tight ass curl in the front of my head? But our grandmas like legit used to roll it with them little sponge rollers. The little sponge rollers with the little clamp. Lord Jesus be with us, baby, because that was a time. A time was had with them rollers in them tight ass bangs. But yeah, out here, so you just want to do a light C curve. It don't have to be nothing hard because you want it to lay soft and you want it to curve to the curvature of your client's forehead. So you could just throw your hair up in a cute little messy bun if you want to. Or you can wear it wild and free. Again, like I said, like you're not going to put no heat, no nothing on the back of the ponytail. You're just going to let it be what it is. Fluff that thing up, shake it out, and just let it be wild and free. That's the whole point of this hairstyle. Nothing is tamed but what's tamed. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This is the final result. Let me know what you think down in the comments, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.